Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bound Compass is proud to present to you the amazing adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Brought to you by the Futurity Corporation and their patented cryogenic freezing process.
Say, Joey, why do you look so sad? Well, Mom, it's because I'm fed up with the times we live in. We've got to worry about communists and nuclear bombs and disease and Democrats and all that. I want to be somewhere where I can just play and go to school and be with my friends. Well then, why don't we go to the future where we don't have to worry about any of that? Gee, really? Can we? That's right. All we need to do is pick up the phone and call Futurity Corporation.
Yes, it's true, Joey. We at Futurity Corporation have developed our patented cryogenic freezing process to freeze our customers so that they may awaken later at a predetermined time. Wait 10 years, 20 years, what about 100 years? That's right, regardless of when you decide to wake up, to you it will only feel like going to sleep in your own bed. So call Futurity Corporation today! And now, look forward, good listeners, to the fantastical year of 2010 AD, to the years of the Great Royal Confederation of Stars, to when humankind has expanded outward into the great beyond. We've reached thousands of planets, spanning hundreds of light years in any direction, and still we reach farther. Intrepid colonists brave the great empty expanses of the undiscovered galaxy to forge a new era for the betterment of humankind on countless worlds, moons, and space stations. It is to this new frontier where we turn our ears. Tonight's story is The Heist.
Sir, could you fill me in as to why we, a rough and tumble group of privateers, are on Bonnie's Hope space station, known for dalliance and swank? Shouldn't we be out in the void doing privateer-type things? Like being rough or tumbling? Danger, my good man, today we are here to be privateers. See that sign over there? The one that says, for the wildest night this side of Sigma Draconis 3, called Naughty Nancy's Excitingly Exotic Escort Service? No, the one next to it. The one with the dying star diamonds? It's much less interesting than Naughty Nancy's Excitingly Exotic Escort Service. Yes, that one. The 3 largest dying star diamonds in existence, each the size of my 2 Are you sure we're not here for Naughty Nancy's? After we're done stealing the testicular-sized diamonds. Does the plan involve Naughty Nancy's? No, it doesn't, Derringer. Please? Ah, there's our contact now. You must be Captain Farr Novarider and Commander Dilla Derringer of the FFS Cabellina. That we are. Derringer, this is Milton Blazelthorpe, owner of the Blazelthorpe Dying Star Diamonds. Yes, I have come to Bonnie's Hope Station to close off a 6-month, 110-stop tour to display the diamonds. Dying star diamonds are only produced when a dying star goes supernova and casts its material out into space. These diamonds are forged by the intense heat and pressure caused when the matter from a star collides with a planet. Their impressive rainbow-like shimmer comes from the multitude of elements captured by the crystalline structure. Finding them is exceedingly rare, much less finding 3 from the same star, much like the ones in my collection. Individually, they would fetch a huge price. Together, though, they are worth far more than you could imagine. Hundreds of thieves and brigands have attempted to steal the diamonds from me. Fortunately, none of them have succeeded. Although, with this being the last stop on the tour, I imagine this is when the real criminals will attempt to steal them. That's why I've hired you, Captain Novarider, as a consultant to help protect my precious diamonds. You've garnished quite the reputation as a privateer. Ask some and they'll say you're a rogue champion of justice. Others call you a lawless pirate. Either way, your reputation is undeniable. Thank you, Mr. Blazelthorpe. It might help if you provide me with the detailed security schematics and guard positions as to better ascertain how one might steal the diamonds. Certainly, I have them right here. I'll leave you to work. Please get in touch with my staff and feel free to adjust the patrol routes and guard positions to better protect my diamonds. We'll get right on it. Then good day, gentlemen. Well, that was quite easy, actually. So what's the plan, Captain? The simple part is readjusting the guard positions to allow us better access. The trick is the getaway. If Mr. Blazelthorpe realizes it was us who took the diamonds, we'll never be able to leave the system. We've got to make him think that another pirate group took them. You're thinking a switch. Yes, but we'll have to be quick and subtle. As the pirates close in on the diamonds, we shall make our grand entrance, defeat the pirates, and rescue the diamonds, all the while replacing them with the fakes. So, what if the pirates don't make it to the diamonds? What if there aren't even any attempts to steal them? That's why you're here, Regan. What? You're gonna be the nasty, mean-spirited, experienced pirate captain, along with a few of the crew members from the Cabellina to help you out, of course. What? You'll punch through the blockade and station guards, only to be defeated by me within the room of the diamonds, allowing me time to switch them with the fakes. What? Captain, it's genius! But where are we gonna get the other pirate ship? I've made a recent purchase, a retired duchy frigate. She's waiting on the dockside of Sigma Draconis 3's third moon, far from the prying eyes of any ships entering or leaving the system. What? I'll split the crew that needs to go with Regan. This will be quite the easy run. What? Who's that? It looks to be a captain of some sort. Major. He's Major Zarek Messin. Haha, that's right. I am the Major Zarek Messin, scourge of the frontier duchies, the bane of the inner systems, and terror of the Royal Merchant Guilds.
He's so daring and handsome.
He makes my pants vibrate with excitement. Around for the bar. On me. Farr? Captain Farr Novarider? Is that really you? No. I'm Novarider. He's a distant yet dashingly handsome cousin. Well, I suppose it's possible. It is? Of course it is. Why, we were always being confused with each other, what with wearing the same clothes and both being privateers, and having very similar looking crews. Aha! Mind if I join you and your lovely crew for a drink, Blar? Yes, actually. We're in the middle of a meeting right now, and there are no cycloptic jerks allowed. Oof.
A daring, ruggedly gorgeous space pirate with an eye patch may join us.
Thanks, cutie. Now, what would find a crew of privateers like yourselves here at Bonnie's Hope? Definitely not trying to form a complicated yet genius plan that uses our reputation as Robin Hood-esque privateer crew to infiltrate the security forces of a touring diamond owner on the pretenses of providing a keen insight for the inner workings of the minds of pirates and thieves in order to create an opening that allows a fake pirate captain, planted by us of course, to switch and steal the 3 Dying Star diamonds on display in the station's main mall. Well, that's a shame, as it does sound like a plan that would be developed and implemented by me, the shockingly attractive and hardy pirate Major Zarek Messin. It would be nice to have some competition for once. The other pirates just don't understand the joy of a good challenge. I must be off. If you see your cousin, tell him that I'm up 41 women from last we met. My genitals are still burning from the last one. Damn that one-eyed pompous buffoon. Well, I've got one up on him. I've discovered a cream that makes that burning sensation go away. Looks like we have some stiff competition, Captain.
I'd sure like to get a hold of his stiff competition.
There'll be time for that later. We had better move quickly. If I know that man, his plan is likely already in motion. Everyone stick to the plan and we won't fail. What? Captain, Mr. Blazelthorpe is here. Oh, good. Mr. Blazelthorpe, I hope that my changes in protocol have been to your satisfaction. Yes, I'm quite sure that they'll be for the best. But I do have some questions. Of course. You've made some unorthodox changes to the security patrols. Are you sure that having them patrol the neighboring shoe shops is wise? Certainly, Mr. Blazelthorpe. It's all a part of my cunning plan to intercept and capture any would-be brigands that might already be on the station.
How?
Tell me, Mr. Blazelthorpe, where's the last place that you would look for pirates?
The shoe shops?
No, Mr. Blazelthorpe, the dress boutiques.
So, then why?
And what is next to the dress boutiques?
The shoe shops?
Correct. This, my good man, is how the criminal mind thinks.
Where? Sir, new ship detected on the board. Sea Lion frigate class. IFF shows it's called totally a pirate ship and not a distraction.
What an unusual name. That sounds like a genuine threat. Open a channel. This is Captain Novarider of the FFS Cabellina. Identify yourselves.
Yar, har. I am the dreaded Captain Nonafake, and I'm here to take your diamonds. Yar.
You dastardly brigand! And what makes you think you're gonna get those diamonds?
Clearly you've never heard of my dreaded reputation. Why, I'm only willing to bet that what does it say? Oh, I'll have the diamonds before you even set feet on the station. Bonnie's Hope. Yar, har, har. Full sails ahead, you boy dogs.
What a peculiar pirate. He almost looks like your accountant, Novarider.
This doesn't sound good. Right, Hollander, put us on an intercept course with that ship.
Sir, that frigate's a fast one. I'm not sure the Capellini can catch up to her in time. Even though the Capellini is clearly the quickest ship in the solar system.
Novarider, you need to save my diamonds. Otherwise, I'm holding you personally responsible.
Don't worry, Mr. Blazelthorpe. Your diamonds are as safe as my nethers in a room full of baboons. Sorry, the ship is already docking with the station. We're gonna have to forego the docking procedure and crash land on the station. Aim the Capellini for one of those large skylights near the mall. The station safety systems will deploy sealants, preventing a loss of pressure, and we'll be closer to the diamonds.
Aye, sir. Everyone, hang on.
Everyone all right?
Here, sir.
Here, sir. And what about Mr. Blazelthorpe? Good. Now I'm going to try and intercept that dastardly captain. Danger, get the crew together and try to contain any of the other pirates that might also be on board. Sure thing, sir. And keep Mr. Blazelthorpe busy while I make the exchange. There you are, Regan. Let's get this done with. You have a bit of a problem, Novarider. Well, if it isn't Captain Blar Novarider. I knew you were up to something. Damned. I was hoping Blazelthorpe's guards would find and catch you. And they almost did. Whoever thought of placing them in all the shoe shops was clever. Fortunately, I was cleverer. Being the sharp but accomplished space pirate that I am, I knew the best place for a pirate to launch a surprise attack would be the women's dress shops. The last place anyone would look for a manly and most likely sexually insecure pirate. Because it's the last place, it's actually one of the first places anyone would look. This would mean a smart pirate would choose to launch the attack from a shoe shop instead. Of course, if a smart pirate was in charge of the defending forces, you would know this and post guards on all the shoe shops, thereby preventing the attack. That means the best place for me to launch my well-conceived plan would be the purse store. Of course, it's genius!
How is it? So, we basically gave you a steal the diamonds before we do free card by moving all the guards away from said diamonds, thus minimizing security in the mall to next to nothing. And instead of just walking in and taking the diamonds like you could have for the last hour and a half, you instead decided to go check out the latest in Vitalio handbag styles?
All a part of my subtle plan. Yes, the plan was very subtle, not at all contrived. Good job. We don't have time to analyze the intricate layers of his plan, Regan. We have to get those diamonds back. On guard, Mason. Well, blah, Novarider, now we see if you're as good with a sword as your cousin. Farr, wait a minute. You're actually Farr Novarider. Clever, Farr. Clever.
God damn it!
You know, this is a really impressive fight.
You fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I mean, really impressive. Their elegance and finesse. A complex yet rapid exchange of ebb and flow.
The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master. Only the master of being a big fat jerk. Novarider.
It's a shame no one else is around to see this. They'd really be floored.
At the end of this day, one shall stand, and one shall fall.
I mean, really. Just, wow. It's like the Highlander versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku.
There can be only one Novarider.
Okay, seriously, this is getting tired as all get out. Just murder each other with the pointy ends of your swords. This burlap shirt is starting to chafe my nipples.
It looks like the day is mine, Novarider, once again. I'll be taking the diamonds, but I'm making off with something else of value to you.
your pride. It was always your downfall, Novarider, your boastful zeal. You stand there as you've done multiple times, defeated not only by my impressive abilities and my all-around intimidating intellect, but also your very own ego. Perhaps someday you will learn, Novarider, that one's own narcissism isn't sufficient to carry them in this day and age. It takes skill, intelligence, cunning, and above all, fearlessness.
Hey, you! Stay right there!
Oh shit! More cops!
After him!
Damn that one-eyed charlatan. All this time and these resources spent just to watch him slip away. Not exactly, Novarider. Haha, Regan, my boy! Don't tell me those are the real diamonds! Yeah, I switched them before either of you got here. So you let me fight him over the fakes without my knowledge in order to complete the ruse? Yeah, we'll just call it that. Aha! Good one, my brave and clever accountant. Now, let's get back to the ship.
There, Mr. Blazelthorpe. You're all patched up. Thank you for tending to my wounds, my dear. But was it absolutely necessary to leave me to bleed out of my head for the better part of the last half hour? Well, Mr. Blazelthorpe, there are things that needed to be tended to. Like the latest Kim Kardashian news, and my Twitter account, and my Farmville. I'm sure there was no permanent damage. Thank you for tending to my wounds, my dear. But was it absolutely necessary to leave me to bleed out of my head for the better part of the last half hour?
There you are, Mr. Blazelthorpe. I have the unfortunate duty to inform you that Major Zarek Mezin has made off with the old diamonds. I, of course, express my sincerest apologies, and also remind you that our contract only covers protection of the diamonds as long as they are on Bonnie's Hope. Since they are no longer on Bonnie's Hope, the contract is concluded and you are still required to pay us the minimum amount.
Thank you for tending to my wounds, my dear. But was it absolutely necessary to leave me to bleed out of my head for the better part of the last half hour?
Hollander, escort Mr. Blazelthorpe to his hotel room. I'm sure he has a lot of business to attend to.
Aye, aye, sir. All right, Mr. Blazelthorpe, let's get you home. You remind me of Fay Ray.
Sir, everything's good to go. We've got the rest of the crew on board and the diamonds are secured away. Very good, Derringer. I'm impressed how Regan came through today. It looks like you lost another bet, Commander. Yeah, I'm not excited about having to cosplay as Rouge from Sonic the Hedgehog. Damn.
And thus concludes this episode of the amazing adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Gentle listeners, join us again soon right here at boundcompass.blogspot.com for more adventures to follow. This amazing adventure was conceived, written, voiced, and dynamically lit by Devin Peters, with special guest star Lindy the Sardonic Girl Crumb. With sound effects by SoundJ.com, PackTV.com, 3DMMstudio.co.uk, Flash EFX, Sundogs.com, Series 6000, Extension 3, and the General, Supplier 2200, Digifx, Soundstorm Library, Impact Effects 3, Guns, Rob Noakes, Airborne Sound Library, Matt Temple, The Sound Effects Bible, Triple Crown Sound, File Effects Library, and Maxton Soundworks. All music by Bradley Rains, copyright 2011. Visit Bradley at www.bradleyrains.com. Bound Compass and the Amazing Adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses are copywritten 2012.
Hey there, big, tall, and hunky. Are you ready for a night out on the promenade with one of Naughty Nancy's excitingly exotic escorts? What do you say?
Oh, definitely.
Good. We like gruff, rugged men. Tell me if you have a preference and we'll hook you up with one of our excitingly exotic escorts.
Do you have any, women who wouldn't mind going out with a, large elderly man dressed as a hypersexualized neon female bat? Dressed as a hypersexualized neon female